to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's high. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Lacey. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can blow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in is this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Allen. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back has it. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. And he's still running after the move. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. Great job by the back on the offense.
Celebrate on my field again, boy.
And And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Diggs. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Lacy. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He'll toss it. And into the end. Oh, Nittany Lions. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Yeah, and that should have been a pick, but it really doesn't matter. The two-point play, man, you're trying to shove that thing in there. Even if it's a pick, it's okay, but you're trying to make a play to get those 2 points, and obviously he failed on that one, and it could have been an interception.
On the run from inside his own 5. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stribling. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Diggs. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect. A costly turnover. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Beavers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back looking for help. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Lee. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rebels have it with a first and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Rebels! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a
nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate need.
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hankerson. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
It's complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. On the ground, it's Lacey. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. They'll go on top on second and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Uncorks it. Got it on the outside, it's Hankerson. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's dribbling. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's dribbling. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes.
exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. It's Murphy. Finds his tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got his man on the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State. Getting set for the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's dribbling. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wallace. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. And the Rebels in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He's looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he added the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Release to the back. Right on the money. Turning on the Jets. The big play takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line, and just like that, field position flips. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Oh, man, don't be scared, man.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quick release on the RPO. He breaks a tackle. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it.